together. Well, it's official. This old workhorse. Oh man, friends. I'm actually very excited. You know, you see that and you go, oh, we can, any good metal man can fix that. Yeah, of course he can. Yeah, he sure can. Yeah. Yeah, he sure can with them holes up in the roof there. Boom. Good afternoon. I'll keep this short because we all know I can freaking lap. And I'm not going to do that right now, but I want to ask you, have you ever wondered what the hybrid 86er that the Iron Horse built for me? Have you ever wondered what that... Friends, you got to think about this for just 1 second. Here's a quick synopsis of what's going on here today. I'm going to pound some videos out in this genre just because I've been asked so many times, emails, texts, freaking on the channel. Everybody wants to know what happens with the 86er up against the Ripsaw 500 or any 500 for that matter. So these two gentlemen well, these two people or entities, the Iron Horse, well, we all know what the Iron Horse is. He's an old veteran that's been, like me, beat up by timber and cut by power saws, and he's put his time in. Not only in cutting, in porting and engines, and he's just, I got a lot of respect for the Iron Horse. And he's actually built me the powerful, most craziest power saws I've ever run to this point. He has. This 86er is one example of that. He sent this to me, to Paul Bunyan, not the one past, the one before. He sent it to me to run, to put his name on the line in front of hundreds of people. Friends, a cockamamie hybrid crazy build where he takes a cylinder from a 390, sticks it on a 372 carcass, does some weird stuff with a 661 piston. He tells you all about it on his channel. He's the only guy that's done it successfully, I believe, because that saw's a freaking success. It's hard to pull. It runs like snot. And I'm going to show you how it runs right now up against a 500i ported with a pipe from Ripsaw. Let's just get right into it. So look forward to some live feeds in the cab of the truck with me and Morgan going forward and some other stuff. So anyways, let's get right into this, friends. Same chain, same log. Yeah, let's just go. Let's get at it. Interesting day today, friends. Look at this shed, friends. Look at that. How is that not a warm, secure feeling? But it doesn't come. It doesn't just show up. Right? It doesn't just show up. I have been asked so many times to do this. We're just going to do a comparison today. Not a race. Actually, it's a race. Never mind, Buckin. It's a race. We're going to race power saws today. We're actually going to race Husky against Stihl today. In one scenario. In one furlong. Let's do it. Well, friends, this is a video that, well, I think a lot of people have been waiting for and asking for. So what it is, friends, is this is I'm going to take the same chain. Oh, I hope I got, oh, actually, I might not be able to do that. Yeah, I will. I got the same chain. Yeah, I will. So I'll cut with the 500i. I'm just going to cut a couple cookies. Vartan's got a fire going. We'll burn them on his fire. And then I'm going to, people have been wondering how it would stand up towards Harvey's 86er, the hybrid 86er. Well, I think they're fairly close. Well, I know they're fairly close, but today we're going to find out. So let's go. Maybe what I'll do, friends, is I'll put you guys up here. This is ground chain, friends, and I peeled the bark off. I peeled the bark off, and the reason I did that was this. Right? It's all covered in muck and dirt. So, it's clean. So we're loving life. Let's fire this saw up. So, I think people underestimate our fir, friends, especially when it gets dead and dry. Honestly, friends, it's one of the most structural woods we have. Doug fir, do some research, it'll help you. Honestly, it will. I'm not saying that for any other reason than it gets tough when it's like this. I'm gonna swap these chains out. All right, let's do this. So that's the semi-skip. Here's the full house from the... It's probably not fair to the husky, to be honest with you, but we'll see. $500i versus ironhorse hybrid 86er. So there's a discrepancy of 6 cc's. Look at the difference in the chip. Must have been some knots. That's a nice cushion down there now. Okay, friends, this is a warm-up for the Husky. This is the actual, this isn't the same chain. This is a semi-skip chain. So it's actually a different chain on this cut. The very next cut is the same chain. Keep an eye on this. Well, pretty interesting, eh? Not to me, really. Well, it is. It's interesting, but it only says so much. I mean, let's be honest. How many, I guess, friends, for me, my frame of mind is not just cookie cut. Like, you guys know what I mean. I don't want to go into it, and I want to stay on the positive. These are both super, super strong saws. And if you're patriotic and you love your stills, stick with still. And if you're a Husky guy and you're patriotic, stick with Husky. But don't be afraid to go over to the other side and try other saws, friends. Don't be afraid. It happened to me with the 500. I've always liked Still's topping saws, but I've made a living on my Husky 372s. They always just fit in my hands, and I fell timber with them for freaking 20 years. They're just my gun. They're my gun. So that carcass, when Iron Horse said, Buckin, I think I can build a pretty orangutan saw, kind of a hybrid thing. Why don't we start? So when he said that, I was just like, go. I don't care if it lasts 6 months, 6 weeks. Let's do it. Let's go down this road. So for that saw to lay in with a freaking ripsaw ported saw like that, the 500i fuel injected, because that 500 is strong. Let's be honest. You all know how I feel about the 500. But these videos are fun from time to time. It gives folks that have been asking, that want to see this, it gives them just that. I get to serve those people that have been wanting to see that. So that's what we're doing here today. And I know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. A lot of this is, well, it's on the operator, friends, to be honest. If someone else did grab those saws and did the exact same thing, the results would be different. 1,000% they would be different. They just would. So I hope you enjoyed this. I sure did. I love running saw. It's been a very interesting year for me, friends, physically, as you know, if you follow the channel. 54 and so much more is what I say. Coming up 55 this year. Friends, my dear friend, and the man who gave me my first shout out on YouTube, my buddy Logger Wade, just came back and did a video. From 6 months he's been gone, friends. The man is learning so much. I love Logger Wade. He's one of the hardest working family men, good-spirited, humble. Just, we all know Logger Wade on this channel, friends. Go over to his latest video. Tell him Buckin sent you over. Please do this for me, friends. He needed a little kick in the pan. Lord Muck, my good buddy. I don't know Dirt Perfect. I haven't really spoken to him. At least I don't think I have. But I've spoken with Lord Muck, and I love that fella. And they gave him a little kick in the can, and he came back, friends. Listen, Logger Wade is a freaking natural. He's a natural. Go over, say hi to him from the Bucking Army, and give the man some kudos and keep him pumping on the videos. He just came back from a 6-month hiatus. Let's do that. That's an important part of this video. Anyways, friends, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. We'll do another one probably tomorrow or the next day. We're going on a road trip. We're going to grab that cab, friends. We're not joking around. I love you, friends. Remember, take these videos for what they are, friends. It's 2 saws in one cutting scenario. These are very, very close in power. So kudos to both builders, but to Ripsaw and the Iron Horse, 2 of my dear friends. Catch you on the next one, friends. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. Friends, one final thing. Let's go pop in to see Lord Muck. Go make a comment on his video. I think it's Let's Get Logger Wade Back on YouTube. Go over to Lord Muck's channel and make a comment on that video, because I think he's going to print them all off, and we're going to meet down in Indiana maybe next year and do some cutting and some coffee sipping with Logger Wade, Lord Muck, and maybe Dirt Perfect. As I said, I don't know if I've met Dirt Perfect, but I may. Anyways, Lord Muck, pop over and see him. I love you as friends.